So most men secretly want a slut for a wife. So therefore, the only time you see a man slut shaming in a woman, maybe his ex or a woman that had been in his life, is a woman he no longer have access to. Because when he had access to you, he was happy. Now that you are not with him and you are a product for someone else. Did I say a product? I'm so sorry for the terminology. Women are not, product, but it's just a figure of speech. Now that you belong, let's make it politically correct. Now that you belong to another man, he is going to find a fault in what he used to enjoy. He's going to find a fault in the person that he admires, because most men, believe me, they say, well, I want a slut in my bedroom, but I don't want any other man to know about it. I just want her for me. Meaning that, in one word, men are hypocrites. I keep telling you guys that the men are hypocrites and men are a walking contradiction. So therefore, it seems as if it doesn't work in their favor, they have a problem with it. So the only time the view or the find problem with the woman is when that woman is no longer accessible by them. So the fact that you are no longer accessible by them and you are with someone else, or you don't even have to be with someone else. You may be single and they are going to view or find a problem with your lifestyle. But this is the same lifestyle that they praise. This is the same lifestyle that they look forward to. This is the same woman that they couldn't live without. The same woman that brought them happiness and joy. So how can you turn around and criticize her ways, the ways that you couldn't live without? How come when she is with you, you appreciate the same ways, but the minute you cannot attain her or you cannot have access to her body, to her air, to her sneeze, to her chakra, to the energy that she brings to your table, the energy that you need in order for you to feel like a man, the energy that defines your masculinity, because you cannot be masculine if there isn't a feminine energy. So the only time the masculine energy comes to life is when there is a feminine energy present. I know most men will never agree to what I'm saying, and I'm not here to make them understand. The only thing I can tell them is that I understand you like the back of my hands. So therefore, there wouldn't be an existence of a masculine energy if there wasn't a feminine energy presented to you. If there was never a presence of a feminine energy, no one will know how masculine you are. In one word, women have to give you validation and approval of your masculinity, meaning your masculinity cannot be regarded or cannot be scored unless there is a woman nearby. That's how come when a man is suffering from erectile dysfunction or ED, this is a male statement, like in their own word. The man will say, I don't feel like a man. So what determines the feeling of a man? What gives you the determination? What defines your manhood? Okay, so it is a woman, but the same men will turn around and claim that they are the prize and nothing can come before them because they are the absolute prize. Then I'm like, if you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, you are going to tell women that you don't feel like a man. Or if your ego gets in your way, you may not tell women. You're going to tell your fellow men, because apparently you guys get along so well. So you are going to vent to your fellow men that you don't feel manly enough. You don't like, you are no longer, your manhood have been taken away from you. So who determines your manhood? Is it a woman or what? The woman that you said wasn't the prize. How come you need her to define your manhood? You need her to define how manly you are, how manly you can be. Again, in one word, your masculinity cannot come to life if there isn't a feminine energy near you. Meaning, without the feminine energy or femininity, the energy that comes from a woman, the chakra of a woman, you cannot feel like a man, because the woman shall always remain the prize. I know you will never align with this statement, and I don't care if you don't. Because I know what we're dealing with. Your ego will never allow you to acknowledge the truth or the absolute truth. Do you understand me? So the only time the male nature bashes a woman's who have accepted her sexuality is when he doesn't have access to her. But when he has access to her and she is expressive, she is expressing her sexuality to the fullest extent, then she is going to be praised. She is going to be lasted after. She is going to be one in time because he is getting the benefit. So apparently you are trying to tell me that the only time you praises a woman who have accepted her sexuality is when she allows you in her life, when she gives you her sexuality, when she gives you access to her body, when she performs to your liking, when she is the woman that you dream of, when she is the woman you cannot live without. So in one word, the only time she is not considered as a slut is when she is in your bed. How great. And men have the same because of their ego. I prefer a lady, no, how you call it, I prefer a lady how you in the street, but I want a slut in my bed. That's the statement. That's the American statement. Okay, I prefer a slut in my bed, but a lady in the street. Okay, that's the statement. I hope I'm getting it right. But I'm trying to say that this statement can be, women may misunderstand this exact statement. Women may not know that when men make this statement, they're saying that you are not a slut when you are with them, but without them, you are a slut. I don't get it. If you want to classify a woman as a slut, then maybe you should just classify her as one. But there's one thing I don't agree with is your determination of that title that you attach to women to make them feel less than what they are supposed to be. The woman that men will fear the most is a woman who have accepted her sexuality or who have accepted herself to a point where she doesn't have to share her sexuality in order for her to feel valuable. You don't have to share your sexuality with men in order for you to feel valuable. It's either to learn to value you or not. If they cannot value you without you sharing your sexuality, meaning if you hold yourself from them and want to reason with them, no man on this planet is going to reason with a woman who is not giving her body to him. And I'm trying to say, if you want absolute power as a woman, your power lies between your chakra, your power lies between your legs, your power lies between your energy, the energy that you give men, the energy that men need in order for them to survive, the energy that defines their masculinity, the energy or the female energy that defines who is masculine or not. That's how come when there is a man that is sought after by women a lot, other men are going to approve of him because he is getting so much female energy and attention. This is how valuable the female energy can be to men. Do not underestimate your energy. Men are going to try to bash you. Men are going to try to make you feel less than the woman that you're supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with you as a woman accepting your sexuality. Is either men will come to your yard or not. And I have to tell women this thing. You don't need to give your body to any man in order for him to feel your sexuality. The energy that you emit is enough. If he doesn't want it that way, so be it. Make them wait so you can know their true identity. Whenever I say wait, make them wait, I have to give this warning that the player will wait as long as he can. So make sure you do your due diligence and distinguish between the player and the man that is truly there for you. Okay, use your gut feelings, your energy. There is an energy within you. If you are in tune with your femininity, with the person that you are going to pick on a man who is there just to use your body, to use your energy, to use your feminine energy, to use your femininity in order for him to define his masculinity for granted. Never underestimate yourself. You don't need the male validation. You should feel validated with or without a man. That power lies within your thought process. The power lies within your brain. Your mental game has to be stronger than your physical game. Never lead with your physical body, because guess what? Your beauty is going to fade. Your beauty is not going to stay constant forever. Old age is going to come and haunt you. So I have to remind you, make sure your brain matters when you get old. Make sure your brain matters when you are young. You don't have to share your energy with men to feel validated or to feel like a woman. You, a woman, being there and talking to a man should be more than enough. Okay? You don't need to give your body. Preserve what they want the most so you can get to know their intention. Again, uncommon theories, uncommon answer. My name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you